Do you know how to breathe? This seems like a really simple question, right? But breathing is just an automatic thing that we do from the moment that we're born. We come out breathing. If not, we're in trouble. And we don't really have to think about it. You know, it's something that just kind of happens naturally. And this is really one of the great things that our body does for us, just so we can focus on other higher level tasks. Imagine how hard it would be if you had to concentrate at work and focus on whatever you're working on, but you had to remind yourself to breathe, or if you had to remind yourself to turn your heart muscle on and off and keep pumping blood throughout your body. If you forgot or you got distracted, you'd pass out on your desk and you'd be dead. So it's a normal thing, and because it is, people don't think about it very often. It's done without thinking, but that doesn't mean that it's being done right. So many patients of mine that I'm seeing are not breathing the right way, and it's indirectly or in some cases directly leading to the problems that they're having with their bodies and why they're coming to see me for physical therapy. Almost every patient I assess needs a little bit of help and training to breathe optimally, and most of them need quite a bit. So why is it so important? Always good to find the why. If you remember from some previous videos, your brain makes up about 2% of your body, and it uses about 20% of the oxygen that you take in order to operate. So breathing properly is very important if you want to perform right mentally and physically, but it has a lot to do with the way that your brain works. So I'm going to give you a technique to try to work on what's called belly breathing. It's a way our body should work. So if you can in your office, or if you're at home this morning, get on your back on the floor. It tends to be a little bit easier to do it there. But if not, you can also do it standing. You can even do it sitting. So I'm going to do it sitting for you guys today. What I want you to do is just place one hand on your belly and one hand on your chest. Okay. So just put it right down here on your stomach, and I want you to feel your body move as you breathe. Just take a couple breaths. Good. So that's kind of like your normal breathing. And depending on the person, it's going to be different for everybody. What I want you to think about doing is initiating that breath from your belly in what we call belly breathing. Right? So when I breathe in, my belly should move first. My belly should get further away from me. Okay? So it's expanding. When you breathe, your diaphragm pulls down and air comes into your lungs. Your diaphragm is a muscle that comes down and it pushes actually into your abdomen, into the organs in your stomach. So if I'm doing that properly, if my diaphragm goes down, my belly should expand. So I should feel my belly coming away from me. And this movement should really make up about the first 60 to 75% of your breath. So if I take a nice long breath, the majority of that should be my belly expanding. What happens is a lot of us are chest breathers, which means I pull up with my chest, and my chest is the first thing to expand. It's a very natural thing that happens. I want you to think about getting more of that breath from your belly and just practicing letting your belly expand. And then relax. As you breathe out, the air leaves your lungs, the diaphragm comes up, and then your organs go back to where they should be. You really shouldn't feel your chest rise for the first part of that breath, maybe a little bit at the end, but if you're doing a lot of heavy breathing with your chest, you're using a lot of energy, you're expending a lot of energy. And this is breathing, it's not something you really think about, so you may have found out while doing that testing, wow, I'm doing the breathing and I don't breathe that way. I'm breathing all with my chest, or it's just feeling differently. So you can just practice this. It's a good thing to try out in the morning. Just when you get up and kind of prime yourself for the day, just do a little bit of belly breathing. Again, best done on your back, in a relaxed position. And it takes a little bit of practice. I've practiced my breathing quite a bit, done lots of different breathing exercises, and it takes 1,000 to tens of thousands of repetitions of an activity to change the way that you pattern it in your body. But if you just do a little bit of practicing each morning, it's really going to help you out. So again, I encourage you guys to try this out at home. Just take a normal breath, see how you're breathing. Okay, what is moving in your body? 2/3 of it, at least, should be coming from your belly before your chest moves. The belly should move away from you, and then as you relax, you just go back to where it starts. So I encourage you to try this out, practice a little bit, and you'll get more oxygen to your brain, which is always a good thing to help brain function, and it really will help you feel better during the day. So thanks again for watching the video. I hope you can kind of use this little technique, try it out, improve your breathing, and if you know someone who you see that their chest moving up and down when they're breathing, show them the video. See if they can work on a little bit of belly breathing with you. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope to see you soon.